trophy can have you pedaling toward a high water mark. And the Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wolf. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Iowa State's offense will go to work first. The Cyclones just blew away the Hawkeyes in the last meeting between these two.
And those buses in the parking lots for Iowa State tailgates, they have been partying in those for a year after beating down their rivals.
I think Iowa was shell-shocked in that game. They're not used to their opponents being as physical as them. And Iowa State matched that physicality. It was so impressive.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Scanning the field is Houck. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Slithers into space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Cyclones started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved in. And he takes it in for the score. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to throw, it's Houck. This time on target. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. And when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and you know, people in Iowa, they just love football. This is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many, regardless of which side.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. And the Cyclones didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Houck. Floating away. And that's incomplete. A defender. Quarterback may change this route. Toss sweep to the right. Creates a little room. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Cyclones in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You always hear put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. That, my friend, was a stat. That was incredible.
And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Under fire. Working the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the... To the air, it's Houck. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They went for it. From the gun, give on the inside. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. A big from the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Hout. Got his man downfield. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. And the Cyclones have this offense rolling. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to get the edge on the right. Past the 30. There he goes! Touchdown, Cyclones! And the stomping has... Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the route is on. The Cyclones keep gaining strength, and Iowa State stretches out its lead.
Man, gaining strength, gaining momentum, gaining belief, right? Like gaining belief that you can get this.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Finding an escape route. And he'll race it to the house. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Now on the option. And they're going to score again. Yet another. The Cyclones are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He gets him at the 21, but a big play there to get away from the shadow of the goalpost. They picked up 15. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He'll toss it. There he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Wants to throw. It's Carpenter. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got a first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Cyclones had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quarterback making checks. If there's time to pad the stats. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. There's a long and storied history of great games.